What's going on? GameStop, the issues you're serving or saying you have. Fucking feel like I'm about to hiccup. Or burp, one of the two. There we go. Apparently hiccup. So anyway, GameStop, you're having issues because of customer service. Your customer service doesn't exist. It's shitty. Just let's call it what it is. Call a spade a spade. It is shitty. It is downright embarrassing. You are a company that specializes in one thing, and you don't do that well. You don't hire knowledgeable gamers. You don't hire within the community in which you yourself are supposed to be reigning king of. If you have 9 people working there who are regular employees, how is it you don't have 3 people memorize one console? Again, you have 9 workers. That's 1 for Sony, that's 1 for Xbox, and that's 1 for Nintendo. Each one of those 1 and out of all 9, so that's 3 per company. How do you not have 1 person with the most knowledge for 1? I'm not talking fanboys. I'm talking, how do you not have a person who specifically is the best when it comes to knowledge for Xbox? One who is simply the best when it comes to knowledge for Sony, and one who is the best when it comes to Nintendo. How do you not have people like that? How is it that you don't have or offer, when you walk in the door, someone who can legitimately help somebody with a game that isn't being promoted like Destiny or Mario Odyssey there? How do you not have people in the store who are actually knowledgeable when it comes to the products you're selling? You know how many times you walk into a GameStop and someone says, how can I help you? And you tell them what you're looking for, and they have to look it up on the computer because they don't even know what system it's on? Like, you know how fucking bad that is? When you walk into a store and you go, yeah, man, I would like to pick up, say, I'm just going to say for shits and giggles, Sly Cooper, because I have it on the Vita. I just recently bought it on the Vita. Depending on what store you go in and on what time of the day it is, and, you know, this could be widespread, the person behind the counter can legitimately look at you and say, what system is it on? Like, that's terrible. That's not good business practice. The best way to ensure the most money comes into your business, GameStop, is to have people who are knowledgeable. Imagine if you walked into a phone company like AT&T or Verizon, and you walked in and they said, how may I help you? And you said, yeah, I would like to get the new Samsung. And they look at you and go, what are you talking about? Imagine you walk into a cell phone store and you have more knowledge about the product on the shelf than the person in the store. You probably wouldn't want to shop there, let alone go through them for your phone service, right? GameStop, that's the reason you're hurting. The reason you want to sell the company, because you don't want to hire the right people. You don't want to make the environment in which these people are working a respectable work environment. You don't want these people to have fun. You want to sit there and basically beat the shit out of your employees. You basically want to degrade them and make them feel like shit. And it's proof. Your stocks, your sales, your profits are down. And it's all due to that. You ever go into multiple game stores, especially GameStops, and one of them you walk in, and there's that one guy behind the counter who just has incredible knowledge that you didn't get at the last 3, 4, 5 GameStops you went to? And then all of a sudden you find yourself going to that particular one more and more and more, and it can be kind of out of the way. It's because that one kind of stands out over everyone else. Because GameStop, if you're not going to have the employees in there who know what the fuck they're doing, who know what the fuck it is, who know what they're selling, who are knowledgeable, then you really need to change up your stores, especially because you have more than one in any given city. You have to. Absolutely have to. I shouldn't walk into a GameStop on one side of town and then go walk into the other one on the other side of town, and the only difference is in the way they're set up. They have all the same shit, it's just the way they're set up because of the floor design or because of the building size, it's different. You need different GameStops to offer different products. Even Walmart knows that, because no two Walmarts are exactly the same, especially when you start looking into electronics. So if Walmart can figure that out, if Target can figure that out, why can't you? And I'm not giving credit beyond having stores with different products in there for Walmart, because even Walmart's known for hiring people who don't know anything about anything and wondering why they don't sell that much. Like, this is just common sense, and this video isn't going to be too much longer. This is common sense. The digital age of gaming isn't killing you. The all-mobile aspect of gaming isn't killing you. What's killing you is your own practice. What's killing you is your inability to admit there's a problem. You do not want to take responsibility for your company being the way it is. And unfortunately, it's going to bite you in the ass. I'm not necessarily thrilled about it, because I'm looking at it from an aspect of, dude, I go to GameStop to buy the limited edition games, like the big box 3DS games or the big box PS Vita games. That's what I go to GameStop for, because guess what? You can't necessarily get those type of games at Walmart or Target or even Best Buy. Best Buy, you may have a handful, but usually if you want a big box collector's edition for a handheld, you gotta go to GameStop, or you go online to Amazon or eBay. So again, I'm looking at it from that aspect. I don't want GameStop to go away. I want them to improve the way I know they can. We are in 2019 now. There are people who should work at GameStop and make y'all the most money. And the reason they don't work there is because you as a company have said, we don't want people in here with knowledge of video games. At least we don't want them on the floor. They can probably be managers or something, but we don't want them on the floor. We don't want you to be talking to those people all the time. In reality, if I walk into a game store, the guy behind the counter should probably know more than I does. Like, if I walk into a game store and I throw a game title out there, regardless of how popular or unpopular it is, they should probably have some sort of an idea of where that game might be found. Not go running to a computer. And I would understand more, but again, we're talking about GameStop. GameStop stores are not really known for being the biggest stores in a shopping center. There's maybe a handful of GameStops which are huge. But most of them are little corner stores that are no bigger than Hot Topic in the mall. So you have no excuse. You carry at any given time up to 5 console generations. You have a Wii U, a Wii, a PlayStation 4, a PlayStation 3, a 360, a Xbox One, a DS, like the regular DS, 3DS, and Vita. That's it. Notice it was almost 10. But you're getting rid of Vitas now. You're getting rid of them. You're fixing to ship them all back to the factory. No more Vitas be sold in GameStop ever. It's online only now. Meaning if you want a game, you have to go to Amazon or eBay. You get what I'm saying? So, with that kind of knowledge, with that kind of information, GameStop, if you don't want to sell the company, if you don't want to move and sell to these companies, the best thing for you to do is go through the entire catalog of employees you have. Go through, find out how actually smart they are towards one particular brand, whether that be Sony, Xbox, or Nintendo. And if they can't manage to pass just one, they don't need to be there. Because you need to turn it around. What you need to do is you need to have the most friendly staff you have, the most informing staff you can have, and the most fun staff you can have. And when you say all that together, you're just like, you don't get any of that. Gaming is fun. That's what you play these for. I play on the Vita because it's fun. I play on the Switch because it's fun. I play on my Xbox to have fun, to escape. If you go into a GameStop, the employees there, they look defeated. They look like they don't want to be there. They look like they're ready to punch the manager in the face or whatever. This is not the environment you need. You need to go through and you need to cycle out the bad apples, and you need to make it an environment which people want to go into, to go buy video games. You need to make it to where the staff become friends with people. And when you walk in, they're like, oh, hey, what's going on, man? I ain't seen you in a minute. But when you walk in there, it's like walking into McDonald's. The guy behind the counter just doesn't want to be there. He don't give a damn what you want, how easy your order could be. He doesn't want to be there. In order for you to be successful, GameStop, the entire environment needs to change. This isn't going to cost you that much. That's the thing. You want to sell to another company and lose all this. You don't even have to go that route. All you have to do is fire the people who don't know anything and get you 3 people per one company in the store. That means you're fully staffed. Someone is there consistently within each of those fucking companies who can help you. You walk into a GameStop, you're there for Nintendo. Cool. Which Nintendo product are you here for? The Wii U, the Wii, the Switch, or the 3DS? Which one? And that person takes over that part. Go in there for Sony. We got PS3 and PS4 games and Fix and Lose Vita and 3, but we have those right now. What you need, like, if that is what you walk into, people will continue to go. But because that's not what they walk into, they walk into, how can I help you today? Are you looking for like Black Ops 4? Can I pre-order the new Resident Evil 2 game? Would you like to pre-order that now? Would you like to pre-order Kingdom Hearts 3? Like, bitch, no, shut the fuck up. I'm here for a completely different reason. You know, make the environment less hostile. The reason people don't like going to GameStop is because, again, the guy behind the counter looks like he doesn't give a fuck to be there, and it's a very hostile environment, or at least it feels that way. So, GameStop, you do not have to sell. You just have to fix the environment in which GameStop has. You can make more money if you change the environment. People want to be able to walk into a place to get something, and they want that friendly person. They want a friendly person who is informed to help them. They don't want you. This is what people don't want to see. You walk into a store, you tell them what you need, and they just type away on a computer. Because guess what? Any idiot can do that. That's what a cell phone's for. A cell phone makes phone calls, FaceTime, Twitters, Facebooks, and it has the internet on there. So everything you're doing on that computer, guess what? I can do on my phone. So if you offer an experience like what I'm telling you, you'll see a turnaround, and it'll be pretty drastic and pretty fucking fast. I'm out.